Software is a roulette software based on RealMind method which gives you predictions about the next number of the roulette. It's a result of a mix between Roulette software and Roulette table software with a more conformatable design for your bets during your roulette sessions. So there is a magic wheel where will appear balls to show you hot areas of the wheel and a table with fishes to show you hot numbers. To get the software, open our website www.realmind.com, and on the right side you will see a download section. Click on Download Roulette Softwares to download RealMind software. I downloaded it previously, so I wouldn't download it again. I have it on my desktop. Once the download ends, open RealMind software. When you have it opened, click on Entry and insert the password. If you don't have it, click on Get Password. Otherwise, you can try our software for free through the trial version of 12 hours. I remember that there is a limit of 30 free entries per week, so if it is reached you have to return at beginning of the next week and try to be among the first 30 persons who tries free trial, or you can get a trial key by clicking on How to Get Trial Key. A trial key offers you the possibility to use full version of the software for 12 hours. Once you open the software you will be asked to choose the type of your roulette, European or American roulette. If you play on both of them you can always switch between the two types by clicking on Switch button. Now let's see an example to understand how the software works. To do it, upload a list of numbers. For this example I will use a list of only 30 numbers, but for more precise predictions you need a list of at least 300 numbers. I remember that a list of numbers are numbers occurred that you're playing roulette written in the same order as they came out on the roulette wheel. For more details go to our website www.realmind.com and choose from menu list of numbers. There are also available tutorials. Once a list of numbers is uploaded, let's suppose that the last number occurred that you're playing roulette right now is 11. Write it and click on Get Numbers. If that number is already in the list, on the roulette wheel will appear balls and on the table roulette fishes as predictions. The balls on the wheel are nothing else than numbers occurred previously after 11 during your roulette session. In this way you can find a hot area where usually ends up the ball after 11, so that now you can bet on that area because it has a higher probability to occur again. To convince yourself that the balls aren't on casual numbers, give a look at the uploaded list. After first 11 is 29, so you see a ball on 29. After the second 11 is 8, so you can see a ball on 8. After the third 11 is 28, so you can see a ball on 28. Of course, with a list of only 30 numbers you have the number 11 occurred only 3 times. But if you have a list of 300 numbers, there each number occur more times so that you can detect easier the hot area on which to bet. In this case, as hot area may be numbers around 7. On the roulette table instead you can see fishes on hot numbers, which are nothing else than neighbors from the list of your last number. As indicate RealMind method, each roulette has its own couple of hot numbers, as the number 32 and 34 in this screenshot, and they may occur in random order. Once you have 32 and then 34, then may came out 34 and then 32. For this reason, RealMind software studies not only the first numbers occurred after your last number, as the real wheel does, but also the number occurred before your last number for each time it occurred in the uploaded list. To understand better, give a look at the list. Now on the roulette table you can see fishes not only on numbers which you have a ball on the wheel, which are 29, 8, 28, but also on last number predecessors. Before the first 11 you have 5, so there is a fick on 5. Before the second 11 you have 32, so you see a fick on 32. Before the third 11 you have 33, so there is also a fish on 33. In this way you can detect hot numbers which may occur again after your last number, in this case after 11. I repeat, with a list of only 30 numbers you can't have accurate prediction. But if you have a list of at least 300 numbers, the numbers like 5, 8, 28, 29, 32 and 33 may occur more than one time, so they will have a higher probability to occur again after 11. I want to remember that you are free to choose the type of bet you want, not necessarily to bet on single numbers. The software works even if you bet on single numbers, on corners, on lines, on dozen or columns. Let's see one more example. Suppose that after 11 occurred 5. Write it and click on Get Numbers. On the roulette wheel you can see a ball on 11, number after the first 5 of the list, 1, number after the second 5 of the list, and 20, number after the third 5 of the list. On the roulette table you can see, neighbor of first 5 are 35 and 11, so a fick on 35 and a fick on 11, neighbors of second 5 are 32 and 1, so there is a fick on 32 and a fick on 1, neighbors of third 5 are 0 and 20, so there is a fick on 0 and a fick on 20. In this case you can deduce that a hot area of the wheel are numbers around 20, and if you use bet on squares you can bet, for example, a fick on 0, 1, 2, 3, because you have as hot numbers 0 and 1, and also 26 and 32 which are neighbors of 0 on the wheel, then a fick on 32 and 35, a fick on 19, 20, 22, 23. Because there is 20 as hot number and 22 near to our hot area of the wheel, and also a fick on 13, 14, 16, 17 because 14 and 16 are the nearest number to our hot area. Even if they aren't hot numbers, they may be hot numbers if we would have a list of more than 30 numbers. But these is not everything that can do RealMind software. As all our software, RealMind has regeneration properties for the uploaded list of numbers. What does this mean? Please note the first 2 numbers of the list, which are 36 and 28, and the last one, which is 12. Now closing the list and reopening it you can observe, the numbers we wrote as last number during the 2 example before, the number 11 and the number 5, have been added at the end of the list, after the number 5, and the first 2 numbers, number 36 and 28 have been cancelled. In other words, each number you write as last number is added automatically at the end of the list and the oldest one is cancelled. In this way your list of numbers is continually updated, fact which increase your percentages of winning. For more details about our method and softwares go to www.realmind.com or see our tutorials. Thanks for watching.